So in this video, I'm going to show you how to transfer your roster onto your meal count and attendance sheets. So preferably, this is how a roster should look for PDE. You have your center name at the top, you have the month and the year, and of course, you have your section for age groups, and you have the children under the sections, right? Like this. And at the end, you have the total number of children, right? So that's how a roster should look if you submit it this way. And when you go over to your meal count and attendance sheets, you have your center name at the top, the month, the year. You have full dates. Now this was done as of 7/5/21, which is next Monday. Okay? So what I would do, if you start at this first opening and you highlight it down to all the way down to the bottom above daily total, it should be at least 25 spots. Okay, if you count what I highlighted, should be about 25 spots. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that and come back to it, and I'm gonna pull back up the roster again, right? So what I would normally do is I'm gonna highlight toddlers and delete it. I'm gonna go down, and where I see preschool, I'm gonna highlight that, delete it also. I can move that spacing up so it's together. I'm gonna go down to school age. I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna highlight school age, and I'm gonna bring it up so it's even. And this is what I have left, okay? So once I do that, I can go and highlight, starting at the top, all the way down to Gabriel Silva. And what I'm going to do is go at the top of my screen where the numbers format section is, and I'm going to click on none, okay? Now, before I do that, if I just go back, before I do that, I want to actually count down to the 25th child. Because remember, I said on the meal count and attendance sheets, what I highlighted earlier is about 25 spots here, okay? That's how the sheets are created. They have at least 25 spots. So if I go back to my roster, I know the 25th child is right here, okay? So then I can highlight them again, down to Sylvia, go up to the number formatting, press none. I can even move Eric over, okay, just so it's all even. And what I'm going to do now that I removed the subheadings and I removed the numbers is I'm going to highlight it down to the 25th child, which is right here. We found that out earlier. Right click, and I'm going to press copy. I'm going to pull back up my meal count and attendance sheet, and I know I got 25 spots. I'm going to right click, and I'm going to put my cursor on the second icon, which is match destination formatting. And I just transferred those names over onto the roster. Now what I can do is I can save this, and my computer is, I guess, meal count and attendance sheet A. Because as you saw from the roster, it's about 45 names. And again, it's 25 spots here if you scroll down above daily total. Okay, you don't want to put names in that section because we need to use this section to count it up. And of course, we do the bottom section, not the center. So we do the daily total section and the bottom section. So what I can do again is I can go back up to the top line and I can highlight it down above daily total, just like I did before. I could go back up to my roster and pull that up, click out of that, And I know the rest of the names, starting at Julian, all the way down to Silva, is my next Mill Count and Sentence sheet. So I right click, press copy, go back up to my, that's already highlighted, and I right click and press the second icon, match destination. So when I do this, a message will come up. All you do is press OK, right? And what they're going to show you when you press OK is that these names that are not highlighted were part of the last Mill Count and Sentence sheets. So all I have to do is click on Murphy and go down to the bottom and then press delete. And there I have a second Mill Count and Attendance sheet that I could use for next week. So I have both Mill Count and Attendance sheets. So I could save this as Mill Count and Attendance sheet B. Okay? And if you notice with the Mill Count and Attendance sheet, I have my month and year. I have full dates every day. I have the center name at the top. So that's the easiest way to transfer your roster onto a Mill Count and Attendance sheets. And after I do that, I can even go back and I can just go top right-hand corner, this icon right here, and put it back to the original format by just clicking it through until I have everything back there. Okay. And then I could just save that again or just X out.